Hi everyone, my name is Ahdil and this is my first milestone. I'm doing the optical character recognition project, which involves using a Raspberry Pi and Pi camera to be able to convert printed text into a digital format. For my project, the materials I used were the standard Raspberry Pi 4 starter kit as well as the Arduino cam for the Raspberry Pi. With the help of instructions from my instructor, I was able to set up my Raspberry Pi by connecting it to a power source and flashing the SD card with the Raspberry Pi OS and Wi-Fi configuration. I encountered challenges in setting up the fan to ensure the heat sinks on the motherboard didn't overheat. Initially, I wasn't sure how or where to position the fan on the Raspberry Pi, but with the help of YouTube tutorials, I learned how to connect and activate it successfully. So this is what the Raspberry Pi looks like. And then there's the heat sink, and then this is the fan. So I was able to put it over there, and then when I put the case on top, the fan is directly on it. Next, I learned how to use the terminal and was able to remotely connect to my Raspberry Pi through SSH as well as with VNC Viewer. This was beneficial to confirm that the Raspberry Pi is able to connect to the internet and that we are able to write code directly on it. Initially, I was unable to connect through VNC Viewer due to a connection refused error. After watching a YouTube tutorial, I learned that I needed to enable the VNC server on the Raspberry Pi before attempting the VNC viewer connection. Using VS Code, I wrote a small Python script to test if I could push the code to the Raspberry Pi, which worked successfully. Lastly, I was able to run a few test cases through the terminal with a sample JPEG and keywords to get an example output, which was cool to see. My next steps in completing the project include setting up the Pi camera and starting the initial stages of configuring the OCR software. Thank you.